We've seen some comments in the past. We've sent them back and forth a few times. People say that we bully different members of the group. We'll include Chris as if he's here. He actually is here. He's just, bless him, all the way down there.
Is he in the group?
Yeah. Well, we need the views somehow.
True. We turn up for his videos and he doesn't ever.
Yeah. Well, but who do you reckon gets the most abuse in the group?
Come on now, it is me, isn't it?
It's self-inflicted though. Who gets the most unnecessary abuse? Actually,
I get abused a fair amount on our little day trips out. I think.
Yeah.
Chris is the biggest bully by miles.
Yeah, he's the biggest bully.
Yeah.
With us, like, we love roasting each other, but like Chris loves watching people suffer. So Chris will find something that he knows will upset you.
They won't stop.
And really, and be like, oh, that really rattled him. Let's do it again. And you're like, mate, in a funny way. Like the good thing about us,
it makes us hate him in a funny way.
We can all take it.
Yeah.
Like I've never, honestly, I said this jokingly, I can't remember what video I was in. I never really had any like physical insecurities. And the number of times he points out things are wrong with my face.
But you didn't.
No, come on now. And now I just look in the mirror. I was playing actually with Photoshop the other day, undoing all the things that he said was wrong with my face.
Playing.
And it was better looking. And I was like,
he's right.
I made my eyes like closer together because he was just, my eyes are far apart. Made my nose a bit smaller. I was like, that guy's better than me. I'll never be him. Because you can't even get surgery to make your eyes closer together.
You sort your nose out though.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything to sort out.
Yeah. No. Also, you say it's very casual. Like, it's not you just going to a barber, like, a little bit off the top, please, pal.
Just get 0.5.
No, I would never want to.
I feel like we need. He has his go-tos for us. In terms of triangle head, big head. A lot of assortment of things.
A lot of crippling personality defects, according to him. That's what
I say we come up with one for him.
I mean, there's just a lot. There is a lot.
He doesn't get enough shit for how small he is, by the way.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No. Well, I think it's because we just he's had it his whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's annoying because whatever you say, he'll just be like, I'm a multi-millionaire, so I don't care. And you're like,
he does say that a lot, an awful lot.
He's too rich. Maybe rather than bantering him, we get disguises and just rob him. Oh.
If
we take the millions away from him, he's got nothing. No, I'm joking.
But speaking of said man, I have asked him before I left to send over some who's most likely to questions.
Okay.
He's also sent over some other ones that I'll do afterwards. But we got some who's most likely tos, and I think they may be slightly targeted. I haven't read them yet, but I've just read the first one and it seems...
Why'd you look at me when you said most targeted?
Well, I mean, we'll know who they're targeted to.
Okay, right.
Who's most likely to... Feel free to add your own ones in, by the way, otherwise he gets all the limelight.
Okay.
Who's most likely to get stood up 8 times and give a girl the benefit of the doubt?
Are we counting down or...?
Yeah, sure.
3, 2, 1.
George
Me.
Clarke.
Georgie. Unfortunately.
It's a fun game, isn't it?
Story
Thanks,
time?
Chris.
Oh, next up.
No, it's just who's most likely to. It's a hypothetical situation.
Right.
It's purely
Fuck
hypothetical.
that girl, by the way.
I was with
This
George.
is a message to you if you're watching this. I hate you. You're stupid and mean, and you hurt my boy, and I will find you, and I will kiss you myself if you're free.
Well,
no, that's
come on.
I keep getting these weird dreams that either you or Chris go on a date and you're like, oh, this is the girl, and I'm like, no.
And it's her.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, George.
But I'm over her. Who's most likely to fall in love because they've had a flash of boobies? Is this targeted at someone, or is this just who's most likely to?
3, 2, 1. Arthur.
Me.
Hill.
You fall in love the quickest out of everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You can be with someone
You
a
say
day
you're
or
in
two.
love.
No, but I
like,
think
love
I
her.
say I am. I think I throw it around a lot. I throw around the word.
Tell me though, if they flash booby, would you be like, okay, you are the one?
To be fair, that would get me. That would get me.
Depends what the face card saying. If the face card's declined.
I keep hearing this saying face card.
I've never
Where's
heard
this
that in my
gone?
life.
It's just your face.
Her face card never declines. It's like the face card.
Do you just dwibble everywhere?
Not for the first time.
Dwibble.
Who's most likely?
Pace and power with the dribbling out your mouth.
Nice, got him. Who's most likely to punch Arthur TV in the face?
Ooh.
3, 2, 1.
You.
Me.
I think.
But I don't know if
Me.
I feel like I'm too much of a pacifist.
I'm just trying to think who would get rattled the most.
Could be you.
I don't think. No. I don't think you've.
I don't think any of us would get violent.
I can't imagine. Like, I think we all know where our boundaries are. And like, obviously, every now and then we can rattle each
Sri
other a
Lanka
bit too
came
much.
pretty close. I thought you two were going to scrap it. I mean, you did.
Oh yeah, we did fight over a bottle of vodka, but I would never punch him.
You could have. It could have been killed.
Yeah,
No, I don't think we'd ever get violent.
No, I don't think so.
It's just not in my DNA. You would. You'd be the most likely to punch someone. This should be a different thing, and you would punch someone.
You've slapped me quite
just because
hard.
Did I? Was that when you?
When I doubt.
You did ask for it to be fair. You said you liked it.
I wanted to see your boxing skills, and you showed me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We had about 8 rounds on the street.
Yeah.
And I won 8.
Yeah.
And then back at the hotel room.
But
who's most likely to not apologise for nearly choking a good friend to death?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. On the TV.
TV.
Fair enough.
Did you write these?
I needed that vodka back. I do distinctly remember being like, we were talking about it for a while, and I was like, let's put it. I was like, don't worry about it, and you were like, it's not your place to say don't worry about it, and I was like, yeah, it's fair enough.
I'm glad you realised that, because I was there like, how am I the one that seems to get flack for this?
Anyway, I am sorry. Watching it back, it was. I mean, we were having a lot of fun, like fighting over the vodka. I feel like when we are like 4 brothers, really.
Ooh, they're getting some controversy recently.
Yeah, 3 of them. We're like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us is just horrendously racist and sexist and whatever he is. Okay.
And he's no longer with us.
If you're watching this, by the way,
sorry,
stop
Chris.
and go to the gym.
Oh.
No, because that's what he said.
That's what he says.
Oh, I thought you
what
were saying to that
you
guy, like, stop being sexist and also you're a bit fat.
Whoa, nobody said that.
Which would have been crazy.
No, yeah.
But you didn't say that. That's fine.
That's crazy kebabs. Who's most likely to try to show you a 5-minute TikTok when you're in the middle of cooking a bolognese? That seems very targeted. 3, 2, 1,
George.
He'll just be giggling away.
Yeah.
You can't wait.
Your concept of time in general is fascinating, I think. I've never seen you rush.
Time.
No, I know. His is just bad. Yours is just like the way you move in life is pretty like...
I wouldn't say I'm late to things, though.
No, but this is what I find... You're just there all the time.
I don't get stressed, which can become a bad thing. Date exit stories. Tell me, bitch.
What kind of stuff are we on? I'm trying to think of which ones I have told you and I haven't told you. Have I spoken about the library one?
You've not told the audience any of them. So
yeah, but I'm trying to remember which ones I've told you, because then you'd be like, that's a good one worth telling.
I've not heard any.
There was one where I got catfished on Tinder quite badly, and it was a stupid idea to do that. This is why people would say,
I'd love to see your Tinder profile.
Go on a coffee date for your first date or something, like short, so that if it just doesn't work. I decided, I was like, I think this was back when I just like started earning money as a lawyer and had the YouTube salary at the same time. So I was like, I can after 5 years of being a student, I was like, I can finally afford a nice date.
Yeah.
And he
matched
took him
with
for
this
a
girl
coffee.
on Tinder, and we went to this like really expensive Asian restaurant, ordered like a fancy bottle of wine, all this kind of stuff. And I was sat there like halfway through, really mad. Like, this bill's going to be like 300 quid, and I just have no interest in you. And and one of my mates who was studying in London at the time, he had like stayed for a master's. It was like he was just in the library or something, and so we were walking past like through, and I was like, I know I was going to walk you home, but my mate's in the library, and I'm just going to go spend some time with him. And she was like, what? And that was a pretty awkward one.
What?
Wow.
How did you deliver that line?
It was so awkward, like bumming out.
I'm the girl.
I was just kind of like checking my phone. There was no chat. The chemistry was dead. I was sort of like walking her towards I can't even remember where we were going. And I just remember my mate Jared just being like, yo, I'm in the library. And I was like, I'm so close to you. Because I was telling him, he's like one of my best mates. I was like, this date's not going well. And he's like, I'm in the library. And I was like, I'm just going to go see my mate. He's in the library doing his whatever chemistry masters. She was like, okay. I've had a lot of dates that ended, and the last time I ever saw them, they were
that ended in a library.
And they was like, okay. There was one where I went on like 3 dates with a girl, and it was like one where like I was kind of using her to tick off things that I wanted to do in London.
Whoa.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
So like,
hell?
so I really
sort of saved it at the end.
So on the final date, like I really wanted to go see Les Mis, and I was like, I wouldn't really just go by myself. And what am I going to do? Like invite one of the boys to go watch Les Mis with
like
me?
a tour guide.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh, let's go watch Les Mis. I've got 2 tickets and stuff. went, absolutely loved it, and came out, and I was like,
did you like it?
Right, I really liked it. And I was like, okay, right, let's go home. And she was like, we haven't really spoken. She was like, do you want to go for a drink or something? We'll go for a drink.
No.
I haven't got tickets for a drink.
And the first two, they were very platonic. And then on that day, I was kind of like high and low. I was like kind of ready to go home because I'd seen Les Mis. Like I'd done what I'd come out to do. And
I've got 2 tickets. The tickets are just the opposite sides of the theatre.
And we were like on the central line back. And I was like, all right, well, this is me. I'm getting off, and give her a hug. And she goes, oh, a hug goodbye again. And I was like, what? Get off the tube. And I could just tell that she was definitely like, probably expecting at least a kiss or something. And I just left her on the tube, and yeah, that was it.
Put headphones in, locked in with Les Mis.
Yeah. There are so many times that like things happen. I don't realise till much later. I also had one at uni, like obviously I was on a uni where like, there were lots of colleges in a row. And I was with a girl that I'd been in a club with. And like, we stopped at her college, like the taxi pulled up in hers. She like gets out the car and she goes like, are you coming out? And I was like, oh no, my college is a few more along. And like, she was like, okay, like shuts the door when I'm driving away. And I'm like, I wonder if she meant like come with me to my college rather than like get out and walk the rest.
Yeah, I wonder.
Probably.
Mate. Yeah, I wonder.
I thought she meant like, is this your college or are you going to get out and walk? And I was like, no, you'll do an extra stop. Like,
it's like a Uber driver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just a bit further on, mate.
She got out, I fumbled massively.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to speak to a girl for 3 hours, not ask her if she has a boyfriend, and then get angry when she says she has one?
Wait. Oh. It's very recent. 3, 2, 1.
These wounds are too fresh.
Story time.
She kept saying, I don't even know who you are when people are coming up to me, so she won't be watching. And if she is, fuck you. No, I just, had our fun day in Belfast, and Chris, being Chris, was speaking to a girl on Raya. And she came to meet us in this bar with some friends, and both of her, two of these friends were like, my friend like really likes you, and she seemed very lovely. We were chatting for a long time. Went to get a drink, and then we're hanging out.
They said my friend really likes you.
Yeah, they said my friend really likes you. Yeah, and I was like, cool. And then she was saying to me like, oh, like you're being so nice to me, like saying a lot of nice things.
Yeah.
And then there was one. So we queued. Obviously, it's Paddy's Day, like heaving. Like took like 40 minutes to queue to get a drink, and then we have it like half an hour later, go and get another drink. And she like goes round a different way and just like speaks to this girl behind the bar, and turns out she's like best friends with this girl behind the bar, and we got like drinks instantly. And I was like, why didn't you do that before? And she's like, I just wanted to spend more time with you.
Oh,
and I was like, this girl's cute. Really nice. Like, that's and really obviously cute. Into me. Like, having said that.
Obviously.
Like, yeah, obviously. And then we go and like learn, like go to the smoking area and like sit in the corner and getting all cozy and like learning about each other or whatever. And like, I'm like knowing like what she does at uni and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, exploring each other's every corner.
I didn't know. Wait, they had a mole on your back?
No, yeah, there was a bit of touching going on. Yeah, I mean, she was like holding my hand around everywhere.
You held hands?
Dude, every finger.
Bit crazy.
No, but like she was leading me with her hand and stuff, and then would be like, our legs were. I don't know how it was subtle, but it was going.
She looked like a pretzel,
and
baby.
Then,
sweet and salted.
And then basically it was like, I mean, we must have been out there for like an hour, like away from you guys, which is not annoying,
an hour,
but
a
like
long time.
Yeah, but
2
like
or 3.
2 or 3 hours.
Like, we had come to Belfast
to be fair,
for this video. We went
no,
into
it wasn't
this
2 or 3. No way, bro.
Bro, the entire club night for me. We walked in, you walked off with her. Me, Chris, and James were on this table with these 3 girls the entire night. And when they went to the club, was when I said goodbye to you.
I don't know if I'd say it was an hour and a half max.
Bro, it was literally.
No, because I was with you when the guy getting the baby Guinnesses and stuff. You can't put that on me.
Okay, a little bit, maybe half an hour you hung out with us.
Oh, to be fair, it was after you'd gone. It was after you'd gone I came back in, actually.
Yeah, so you left us at 8:30, and then I left around midnight, and then I said goodbye to you on the way out.
Yeah.
So probably 3.5 hours.
No. I got timings receipts on my phone. I can check. But yeah. Then I come back in, and like I wouldn't say I like tried to get with her, but then she was like being like, I was like, it's weird that we haven't yet. Do you know what I mean?
I did try to get back. She just didn't like that my tongue was out.
Yeah, like I was like, she wasn't getting the hints that I was like,
lick it back.
And then I come back in, and then James comes up to me, a camera guy, and he was like, dude, like, she's got a boyfriend. And I was like, what? Like, crazy. And then she then I sort of left her, and then she kept texting me like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm not getting involved.
This makes me so sad, because some dude's probably like sat at home or in a club down the road, and his girlfriend's walking around hand in hand with another guy, texting him like, that shit makes me so sad.
Yeah, not just any guy.
Yeah.
A stud.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
No.
But her excuse without telling me that she had a boyfriend was like, what's the point? Like, if you go home tomorrow, like, what's the point? Like, and I was like, well, what's the point of me spending an hour to get to know you?
Yeah, what's the point in
any like?
So she's saying that
her excuse was for me, like, not wanting to get me.
Girlfriend.
Was like, no, she was like, yeah, like, if you're going home, like, and she was like, I feel like I like you too much and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, what?
It's not cheating if we're pen pals. How's that?
Yeah, it was wild.
Bloody hell!
It makes me sad. Like, you've got the following where if you posted, because we found her on Instagram in the airport.
Did, yeah.
Well, you
could have just put her on your story and just been like, if you're this girl's boyfriend, just run.
If you're that girl when you're watching,
or it's like to say to your mates that you liked me as well.
We found the guy. Maybe you should message the guy and just be like, listen, pal. Honestly, if I was the guy, I'd like you to do that. Like, I'd rather someone tell me, like, be like, oh, by the way, your girl's doing this, rather than like wasting any more time. And finding out a year later.
I mean, I didn't technically cheat though, did she? So.
Oh, that's breakup worthy.